were pushing for a poll question, and
I was pushing for a whole segment.
I relented. Go for it. Poll questions lead to segments, sir. It's a
I understand.
It's a gateway.
It's a gateway. You're right. Well, Derek Carr this morning signed a massive 3-year, $121 million extension. So, immediately puts you under the microscope, in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Rich, you had the Raiders in your top 5 AFC teams yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was throwing out which quarterbacks are under the most pressure for 2022. Hit us up at Rich Eisen Show on Twitter to vote, or give us a call if you want to chime in. Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott.
And Dak Prescott was added by Michael Vick. We gave him a choice. We said, because we were formulating this, we're like, you choose. You're the quarterback in this conversation. But who's under more pressure, Dak or Patrick Mahomes? And his answer was Dak. And I found it very interesting why he said his answer was Dak. He said all the Cowboys fans put a lot of pressure on expectation level. And we happen to have one of those right here.
I see a flag, a helmet.
You're to blame.
T-shirt.
I'm not, because I'm one of the ones who say I don't know why we always talk about Dallas. Of course, you put any Cowboy in a poll, good or bad, he's going to win it, just because the Cowboys, everyone has an opinion on them. You either like them or you hate them, but you have an opinion.
How about that? I wouldn't choose him.
Well, you did say when Chris first brought it up, you did say Dak.
I said Dak over Mahomes in the equation.
Okay.
Tua was the other one I was throwing out there. He's probably under a lot of
pressure. I mean, I just feel like this. Outside of like Cowboy fans and certain people in the media, like every year the Cowboys are in the contention talks, but do you really expect the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl?
And again, the pressure that I keep saying is I don't see how Aaron Rodgers feels it. I just don't. I don't see. I mean, I think he definitely hears what people say about him.
But Mike Vick says that quarterbacks do feel pressure.
But if then he's making diamonds then out of it, back-to-back MVP seasons, and then you could say the pressure got to him in the playoffs, where he missed a receiver towards the end and missed some receivers, or he came out like a house of fire and was about to put 2 touchdowns to start the game on San Francisco, and his tight end fumbled. And then when the snow starts to fall down and it gets colder, the running back that they drafted in the same draft as Jordan Love, leading to everyone say, why'd they need him too? That guy and A.J. Dillon goes out. So if I had to choose on that list, it's Rodgers, it's Dak, it's Derek Carr, and it's Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, 22%.
That's who I would vote for. Yeah. Now, he might not feel pressure either, but he's the one who had been clearly looking over the steering wheel and seeing his professional road veering away from Seattle. And he was a guy with the Seahawks that we were hearing rumblings about not being on the same page anymore as far back as Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen and Sam Darnold's draft in Dallas 4 years ago. We started catching wind of that conversation. Don't be surprised if Seattle sneaks into the first round and takes quarterback. And we'd be like, what are you talking about? So he's been eager to see what happens. He's gone from, in the same way that we talked about it with Russell Westbrook yesterday, how a change of coach for him here, where he's going to go from a guy in Frank Vogel who he feels he needed to explain to, like, I don't know why I needed to prove myself to this guy, to whoever's coming in and coaching will definitely look at him, if he's going to be there, and say, I need you. You're my guy. Different situation. Now he goes from a head coach who clearly he has a loggerheads with. Clearly, something was going on there. Absolutely something was going on there. And now he goes to a spot, and Nathaniel Hackett is just like, welcome, sir. We got you. I'm so psyched at my press conference. I'm a new head coach here, and we're gonna hang out together. We're gonna win together. This is gonna be us together. And he's got to now do that in a spot where expectation levels are so sky high that yesterday when I did name my top 5 teams in the AFC, and I didn't include the Broncos, but I included every single other team in the division, you're telling me that I'm getting lit up on
stay on
socials and
stay out of the Denver area for the foreseeable future, at least for the rest of the week.
That's why I'll vote for Russ in that situation.
Also, Rich, the Broncos, there were talks that Aaron Rodgers might go there earlier, right? Like people thought,
yes,
and they gave up a ton because they thought they had a good enough offensive line, good enough receivers, running back, defense. So now that Russell's there, you got to take that pressure and put it on there. People, it's Super Bowl or bust, I feel, for the Broncos. That's how I think the fans are feeling.
That's a little bit, no.
You don't think that
Super Bowl and at some point during Russell's tenure?
Yeah, maybe not next season, I'm saying, but I feel
right.
Yeah.
But we're talking about just for next year. Coming out of the gate, new team, new division, and talk about pressure, I think he's going to be the visiting quarterback of the first game when the Rams raise a banner and the Broncos are on the Rams schedule, and I think the league's going to choose him and they to go first to Los Angeles. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.